All right, big thank you to the developers for providing a key. This is a new game in early access starting today called Wantless. Subtitle, The Solace at World's End. We're going to be taking a look at it here today and just see what we think. So let's get on into the game and see what it's all about. It looks up my alley, I'm not going to lie. The last report aired 6 years ago. 99.5% of us were gone. Wantlessness is a state of perfect fulfillment, after all. Interesting. Probably. There are a quiet bunch, the Wantless. Most believe it's better than just living your life. Me? I desperately hope it's better than just dying. Interesting and thought-provoking. Your allies play last on the turn they are summoned. Okay. Hello, Pum. And you're in. Boy is fast asleep up here. Does he look more cheerful on the inside? Nope, not exactly beaming either. Then again, he wouldn't ask to become wantless if he was. Fair point. It's been a while. You feeling okay? I think so. I could use your help remembering. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so navigation. Ooh, I love the art style already right off the bat. Drag your cursor through the screen. Okay, so we can do that. We have key configs, or we can use edge of screen panning. I always like key keybinds for this. Use left mouse button on a tile to select a target position. Then use left mouse button again to move. So we do that. It gives us a ghost of where we're going. And then we click again and we move. Ooh, okay. No animations to the running. We kind of like beam there. Use left mouse button with your cursor on the gate to exit this section of the mind. Oh, so we're in the mind. Interesting. Wretch. Ooh, I like the little zoom-ins. Thoughts long abandoned, forgotten, not out of shame or growth, merely for lack of relevance. They have highly melee damage and they are mobile. Okay, so we have a turn. Wretch's forsaken thoughts aggressive. Still see them as giant insects? Human-faced giant insects. You need therapy. All right, I like the sense of humor. Your skills display here. Hover them to get more information. Okay. You'll use action points to move and cast combat skills. It's feeling like it a little bit, Alex. I'm kind of digging it. All right, so we have 8 action points. It looks like movement also uses action points. So we have a punch that deals 30 damage, or 30 to 40 damage and targets an enemy. We have telekinesis that pushes a target away, does very little damage, but it can be used on enemies or allies. And then we have dash in a target direction, requires a clear trajectory, and it looks like all of these use 2. All right, so we move to here. Then they want us to punch this guy. Twice. All right. So we got the kill. End your turn, press space or the end turn button. Okay. I still had a movement point, so I could have moved, but it doesn't want me to. It's his mind's turn now, and you gave the boy a lot to work with. Brace. Action point symmetry. The more you act, the harder the mind retaliates. As you spend action points, your enemies also get to spend action points. Oh. Dude just hit me for 183. Seems bad. Okay, playing it safe. Take small turns to safely control enemies' behavior. One of the wretches is planning to leap behind you on your next turn. Occupying that position will prevent it. Okay. So we can, I think we want to, oh, they won't let me punch this guy before I move? I would have punched him. All right, but we'll do it the way that they're saying. End your turn. Make sure enemies only get 1 AP. Okay, so they only get 1 AP. So he only gets to move. He can't fit. Okay. Oh, so this is interesting. Time to retaliate. Now is a good time to strike back and clear those pesky manifestations. We need to punch this guy twice. Okay. Restoring AP on kill. Destroying an enemy restores 1 action point. Use this to press your advantage. What is this thing? Ooh. Impulses. Impulses are unstable entities that explode upon taking damage. They can be used to destroy your enemies. Why do you want me to stand next to the impulse? This seems bad. Oh. Oh, we can telekinesis it over to there. Oh. Oh, okay, that's cool. All right, I like it. Choose a neural pulse. Increase your hit damage by 40% for 5 turns. Clearing rooms. This room is now clear. You may proceed to the exit. Okay. So the neural pulse... Okay, the neural pulse is like a temporary buff, it looks like. All right. Oh, I'm digging this so far. This is cool. Oh, he seems bad. Forgotten ego. The patient wants are often heavily guarded. Neutralize whatever stands in your way to get to them. Okay, patient memories. You can interact with patient memories to preserve them. Preserving a memory grants you various buffs. This one heals. Oh, so we're going to move all the way over to here. Mending memory. It heals 25% of our HP, lowers instability when preserved, increase it when destroyed, drops a valuable memory item. Okay, so we click on that, and we get a heal. Your turn ends automatically when you run out of action points. Okay, so I'm not sure that was a good decision. Yeah, I was gonna say, because now he's gonna hit us. Patient instability. When a memory is destroyed, the patient's instability increases, empowering enemies and randomly altering combat layouts. Should instability exceed the maximum, the patient will wake up, causing the operation to fail. Okay, so we have stabilizing the patient. You can now lower instability by preserving memories, push the forgotten ego away before reaching out for memories. So it wants us to telekinesis him, I guess. Ah, and because he goes through that, he explodes. Oh. Cast dash on the designated position. Oh, we can, okay, we can dash on diagonals. Interesting. Oh, and now it wants us to stabilize the memory. This is another mend. Okay. And we looted a fading memory. Patient is now... The patient is now stable again. Okay. Persistent effects. Dousing impulses detonations causes your enemy to become dormant. Dormant enemies will not attack for the duration of the effect. This was not the video you clicked on, Bray. So I redirected to the new video. This is a different game. This is Wantless. We were provided a code by the developer, and we're checking it out. So far, I think it's pretty cool. It's out today in early access. Many such persistence effects exist. Use Alt and left mouse button with your cursor entity to examine them. With their effects and their details. Okay, so we can go like this. Okay, so it's got some resistances. Finish the fight as you see fit. The memory near the forgotten ego restores an AP. Okay. Okay, so we could... I think our best move, since he's dormant right now, I think we want to move to here. We get that. And then I think... How many times do we want to do this? Maybe we hit it twice and then we push it away? Is that reasonable? So on his turn, he just comes back. Okay, but he still gets to attack. So that probably wasn't ideal. I don't have a good feel for their movement range. It doesn't seem like we get that information by holding Alt. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to punch him. And then I'm going to telekinesis him through that because then he gets hit by that. All right. Bray's a busy guy. There are the boy's wants, ready to lead him into blissful slumber. Out of combat interactions. When out of combat, you can interact with entities at any range. Snuff out the patient's want. Okay. Okay. Patient's want, absized. Vitals are stable, remaining stress level 0, pulling you back now, and we extract. Okay. This is interesting. I kind of dig it. All right, memories sell automatically, so we get some money out of that. And that gives us a currency. And then patient rewards. We got Aerial 1. Tier 2 form common. So I know that part of this game is that you build your own abilities, which is interesting. We also have Strike, which appears to do slightly more damage than Punch. We have Duo Oscillation, which has a cooldown. I don't know what these discipline weights are. Then we have Dual Onks, bring you back to life. Okay. I'm sure it will do that. Transposition successful. Dumpstead reputation. Interesting. Godspeed. Welcome back. You did well. He's asleep now for good. I know transposing gets really intense. I'll get him to a nearby cradle. You go get some rest. Hey, morning. Are you all right? I think so. Happy for the boy. Are we expecting patients today? Word from ambulant transposing labs spreads like a damn pandemic. Some are already waiting. Before you get back to it, you got some synapses from the patient's mind maze. Let's do some neural forging together. It'll help you deal with that horde of wimps. Okay, so this is the one of the key mechanics of the game, as I understand it, is that we're going to be able to build our own skills. You've unlocked the Neural Forge. You can now craft and equip new skills. So rather than skills being like a thing that you just have, you can compose, I think, different pieces like targeting locations, damage types, and those sorts of things. You can always consult with your current objectives here. Got it. Open the Neural Forge to craft your first skill. Here she is. 6 years, huh? Let me try and jog your memory. As a transposer, the Neural Forge is the most important tool. It combines special data component synapses into custom skills you can use during transposition. I think I'll find my way through the machine's interface. Be my guest, though you're pretty bad at it back then. Fair. So, there are 3 types of synapses, all required to forge a new skill. Form synapses determine the skill's range, shape, and number of effects that it can apply. Okay, so aerial synapse is a form. The aerial 1 synapse causes your skill to hit in a small cross shape up to 3 tiles away. It supports 2 effects. So we plop that there. Effect synapses determine what your skill does to its targets and to its target types, enemies or allies. Open the effects tab. Got it. Okay. So the strike 1 synapse causes your skill to deal damage to enemies it hits. Okay. So we can slap that there. Lastly, efficiency synapses determine your skill's action point cost. Ah, okay, so this is the duo oscillation. So the duo oscillation is 2 AP cost, 1 cooldown, or we could do duo cycling, which is 2 AP, 3 cooldown. So duo cycling seems bad. Slot duo ice oscillation synapse. Oh, that goes down here. Yeah, so you build your skills from scratch. Oh, forging a skill. Once at least 1 synapse of each type has been slotted, the resulting skill is previewed on the right. We made Fear Missile? From top to bottom, it is customizable. Name, icon, AP cost, cooldown, its effects, its range, its casting time. Or its casting preview. The Forge preview skills will be processed. Okay, so we're just going to make this one as is, but it sounds like we can rename them too. Cool. I kind of dig it. A Forge skill must be equipped before it can be used in transposition. Close the Forge skill. Okay. Use the skill tab lets you manage and equip skills. So your Forge skills display here. Your equip skills display here. These are the ones that you'll be taking with you on your next transposition. And finally, your discipline level. Discipline is the resource you use to equip skills. Each equipped skill reserves discipline while it is equipped and frees its reserved discipline when it's unequipped. A skill's discipline cost is determined by the synapses. Stronger synapses lead to higher discipline costs. A skill with a 1-turn cooldown will have a lower discipline cost than a similar skill with no cooldown, for example. Ah, okay. Should your reserve discipline exceed your current maximum discipline, you won't be able to transpose. So if I put that there, see, pretty easy, almost like it's my job or something. Oh yeah, go ahead and forge another one then, Mastermind. Make it a healing skill to compensate for your habit of getting your butt kicked. All right, so we go to Forge, then we go to Form, we do Inner, which is a self-targeted ability. We grab Cure as our effect, and we get the 2 and 3, which means every 3 turns we can heal ourselves. And they have better names, but I'm going to go with Heal Self. All right. And then we can come over to the Skills tab, and we can go ahead and equip it, and our discipline is still good. New objective, transpose today's patience. There's also a Fusion tab, which is interesting. We haven't seen that, but we have a patient here. Here are today's patients. None of them are looking to become wantless. Just a bunch of routine operations. Sorry, just check in to make sure everything is healthy and happy. You'll only have time to transpose 1 patient, and the others won't come back. Choose wisely. Ah, okay. Choosing a patient. Look at your patient's tier, mind realm, request, and reward to determine who you want to transpose. Today's patients only differ in reward. Okay. So we have this one who gives us a 2 AP, 1 delay, a break, decreases hit damage resistance by 15%. So it's like a vulnerable and another strike token, and it's a specifically targeted one. Or we have a strike around myself that decreases hit damage dealt for 3 turns. This looks like weaken. So we have, this is vulnerable, this is weaken, and this one has poison, strike, and a specific target. I want poison. So we're going to do Owen Montgomery. Tier 1 Forsaken Nightmares. Relieve the patient of 1 lesser spite. Oh, and we can have multiple skill sets. Oh, very nice. Okay, let's do the thing. So far, this is intriguing. I don't know how other people are feeling about it, but I'm pretty jazzed about this. Patient request, your objective is display here with your current status. Okay, so patient instability, patient has no traits. All right, we're good. The game feels good. We certainly play as a corrupt doctor, it seems. Yep. Lesser strife. Dreams given up. Battles that should have been fought. They've known no closure, no peace. Defending cause long forgotten. Long damage. Keeps its distance. Okay, so we have to close in on it. Most patients' minds ignore your presence if left alone, though there are exceptions. Tread silently to remain concealed. Oh. You are concealed. You are currently concealed. Your enemies will ignore your presence and either idle or wander around aimlessly. To remain concealed, you must spend limited AP each turn. Drawing too close to an enemy, attacking it, or preserving a memory also leads to detection. Okay, so as long as we use less than 5 AP per turn, we can move around. Approach the nearest lesser strife without going over the AP threshold, letting it detect you. Okay, so we can move here. And then we can end our turn. Because we only used 5 movement, nothing happens. Now you're in a good position to destroy one of the lesser strifes. Your move. So we could do like this, but that doesn't quite kill him. So if we move here, okay, so I don't know if it's saying we should like move in to do damage. I kind of feel like that's what it's saying. Because I could do fear missiles, but that's not going to secure the kill. So I think we have to move into this spot. Okay, so now we can... Okay. Most range skills casting is limited by an entity's current line of sight, including yours. Tall obstacles break line of sight. When faced with ranged enemies, ending your turn outside of their line of sight can help you approach safely. Hover an enemy to display its line of sight. Okay, so we're in a safe place now. So I think we do that. Oh, did he get a shot? Looks like he didn't. So we can... I think we can lure him in by coming around here. I'm gonna move here. I'm trying to give him a little bit of AP so that he comes closer to try and get a shot off at me. So him moving 2 more tiles, he's gonna... Oh, he moves to there. Now... Oh, okay, we can move... If we move to here, he's definitely gonna get a shot off. One thing that we could do is we can move to here. Ooh, we don't have enough range for that. I'm gonna give him 4 movement, and let's see if he moves closer. Ooh, stockpile, action points. If your enemy has leftover action points, it will use stockpile. Stockpile reserves all AP for the enemy's next turn. Okay, so we don't... That doesn't quite work for us. I think if I move to here... This is as far as I could move. All right, I think we're going to take some damage. But I'll try this. They're going to get a full turn in. Oh, wow. They just ran away. I think we're getting closer, though. So if I do 5 movement to here, That gives me a punch. Oh wait, we have dash. Dash only costs 2. So we dash, we move, and then we get the double punch. I forgot all about dash. There we go. All right. So we can get more damage, or we can heal more of our max HP and cleanse ourselves. Let's get more damage. When a room is cleared, you become concealed again. Okay. So we get to decide how we engage each room, which is very interesting. Oh, we can also press F to exit the room. All right. Okay, so we can use up to 5. So I think we move to here. My thought is we head down to this guy. And we start with him. The rest of the guys are pretty whatever. So they only get the AP for 1 turn. So I think we do that, and now on this turn, we engage. Does telekinesis? We don't need to do it. So they're going to be able to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now they have 6. I don't think they're going to be able to get to us, but let's see. Okay, he stockpiled 1. And he stockpiled none. So I think... Tile effects. Mind your step, tile effects such as carcasses apply to entities that step on them. Hover over them to see what they do. Okay, so this inflicts intoxicate stack and grants enemies swell stacks. I don't know if there's a way that we can tell what that is, but there we go. All right. Gain regen, recovering 10% of your max HP a turn for 5 turns. I think we keep stacking anger. We're not taking damage, so yes, they do mean that you get detected when you step on them in Lustrous. It's how you initiate combat. I guess I could have initiated combat by doing an ability also. In its faintest form, hatred is usually associated with specific targets. Even at such low intensities, the repressed wish that something or someone would suffer is easier hidden than cleansed. Extreme charge damage keeps its distance. Okay, so we can't get by this guy without... Yeah, we can't get to the other guy without starting here. So we do this. And then these I don't think are enough. I feel like we're just going to need to bum rush this guy, I guess. Okay, so... Targeted charged skills. Some enemy skills, such as Wretch's Leap, charge for a number of turns before they are cast. Okay. Certain charge skills are targeted on a specific entity. Targeted skills cannot be dodged and are unaffected by line of sight. That's not cool. Prevent a targeted skill from hitting its target by interrupting the caster with a push or other disable effect. I mean, I don't think... So, given that they're charging, I guess we just run at them? Like, I don't think there's any value to... We're just going to take this on the chin. It said it can't be blocked by line of sight. Do I know how long he's charging for? Does not appear that I do. Oh, 1 turns. Okay. He killed me. Oh, I needed to use dash spray. It's a good call. Yeah, this guy's mind maze feels a little unfair. You can use a neural onk to reestablish the connection. Okay, so when your HP reaches 0, you get disconnected. You can use neural onk's special consumables to reconnect. On top of the neural onk, reconnecting more than once consumes an increasing amount of awareness. Awareness is a special resource you acquire by destroying enemies. You've exceptionally been granted a lot of awareness. Okay, so we click this and we come back. Reconnecting resets your enemy action points. Finish them off before you get disconnected again. Okay, so we could heal for 2. Maybe we move 6 and heal for 2. Well, we know that we're not... I mean, getting 1 closer I don't think helps us. Okay, we'll use our dash here for sure. All right. Once we got there, it was easy. But I think we were supposed to die there. Maybe we could have made that work. All undesirables eliminated. Good work, Mastermind. Pulling you back now. All right. Great success. And now we have a poison doohickey. Hooray. We have a diagonal 1 that can take strike and poison and be used frequently. All right. Reputation. By successfully transposing your patients, you've earned reputation. Increasing your reputation grants you multiple perks and is required to travel further. Okay. We are tolerated. Hooray! Pretty close call.